couple bracelets with the same IP address, and an accidentally revealed couple's jacket. Is this all just a coincidence? Or is it evidence of Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo's hidden love finally coming to light? They were once an on-screen couple in Legend of Fei, but now the world wonders if that love story still lives on behind the scenes? This is the unspeakable story of two stars who may have loved each other but chose to remain silent. Behind the spotlights and the smiles of stars, there's always a story unseen by the world. This is where every rumor, love, and mystery is revealed not through gossip, but through stories. Welcome to China Idol Spotlight, where the stories of stars live in the light. In the glittering and glamorous world of Chinese entertainment, every move an artist makes is in the spotlight. Cameras are always watching, microphones are always waiting, and the public is always hungry for new stories. However, behind the dazzling lights, there's always a side that's rarely seen, a side full of mystery, silence, and deeply hidden feelings. Zhao Liying, a great actress with a reputation that's hard to replace. From a simple girl to the queen of Chinese drama, her name is now synonymous with perfection. However, behind that sweet smile and gentle gaze lies a closely guarded private life. She's not the type of actress to easily open up to the public. For Zhao Liying, love is a sacred thing, something that shouldn't be flaunted. It can simply be felt in silence. On the other hand, there's Wang Yibo, a singer, actor, and youth icon. In a short time, his career has skyrocketed to the top, thanks to his natural good looks and cool yet charming demeanor. In front of the camera, he rarely speaks about his feelings. But every time he looks at someone, there's a subtle warmth that's hard to describe. Two people from different generations. Two stars with equally dazzling lights. They first met through the drama Legend of Fei, and that's where it all began. No one knows for sure when their feelings developed, but for many, their chemistry was too strong to be considered coincidence. After Legend of Fei aired, the world seemed to stop for a moment. Viewers were captivated by the relationship between their characters, Zhou Fei and Xie Yun, who complemented each other in a world full of danger. Their gazes when the camera stopped rolling, their small laughs during interviews, and the way they gave each other space all felt so natural, so real. The camera shifted to show behind-the-scenes footage. Zhao Liying chuckled when Wang Yibo misspoke, then Yibo smiled shyly and looked down. Fans who had followed them from the start would surely remember. They truly cared for each other. From that day on, the internet was filled with theories, analyses, and video clips compiled by fans. Some dismissed it as mere fan fantasies, but others saw something more real between the two. Time passed, and Zhao Liying continued her career, accepting new projects, attending major events, and maintaining her elegant image. Wang Yibo was also busy with a busy schedule of film promotions, motorcycle races, and various advertising contracts. However, rumors about the two never truly died down. Every time they appear in different places, fans always find small clues, whether it's a bracelet, a shirt, or even a location that coincides. For some, it might just be a coincidence. But for true fans, too many coincidences are no longer coincidences. The Chinese entertainment world has always been full of mysteries. Many things cannot be said openly, especially when it comes to the personal relationships of two major artists. But it's precisely in the silence that the mystery grows. And now, three things have caused a public uproar once again. A black bracelet, the same IP location, and identical couple jackets. Three simple signs, but enough to shake the internet. Is this mere coincidence or a hint of a love that has been hidden all this time? Tonight, China Idol Spotlight will explore the story behind the rumors that have shaken fans' hearts. Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo's couple bracelets, same IP location, and couple jackets. Are they really dating? Or is it all just a shadow play behind the stage lights? 2020 has been an unforgettable year for Chinese drama fans. Amidst a pandemic that has brought the world to a standstill, a series has emerged, bringing new hope and enthusiasm. Legend of Fei. This drama is not only an action-packed adventure story, but also a journey of two hearts slowly finding each other. Zhao Liying, the actress known for her strong and characteristic roles, returns to the screen after a long hiatus. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo, a young star who had just captured the spotlight through The Untamed, was at the peak of his popularity. When their names were announced as the leads, the public was immediately excited. Two generations apart, can they create chemistry? Netizens commented at the time. However, all doubts vanished as soon as the first episode aired. Their gazes, their gestures, and even their brief on-screen conversations felt so natural. There was no distance. There was no tension. Just two souls who seemed to understand each other. The audience felt something indescribable. Behind the scenes, the crew often noticed fascinating little things. How Zhao Liying always paid attention to the smallest details in Wang Yibo's scenes. How Yibo, known for his quiet personality, became more expressive when speaking to her. Wang Yibo smiled shyly when one of his scenes was rewound because he forgot his lines after Zhao Liying stared at him for too long. The crew burst out laughing. Zhao Liying simply covered her mouth, chuckling. However, there was something different about the smiles on their faces. They seemed comfortable. It wasn't like two actors meeting for the first time, but like two old friends who already understood each other without words. In a promotional interview, when asked about their experience working together, Zhao Liying simply replied, "Yibo is professional but also full of surprises." Meanwhile, Yibo, with his trademark half-shy smile, said, "Zhao Liying helps a lot. He's very considerate." Two simple sentences that made netizens even more suspicious. Considerate? Full of surprises? The words were like a cryptic code, seemingly trivial to some, but deeply felt to fans. Legend of Fei was a success. But more than just high ratings, what stuck with viewers was the unique relationship between Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo. Fans began making videos compiling Feibo moments, cute snippets of moments, glances, and laughs they shared on set. In one viral video, Yibo is seen waiting on the side of the set. As Zhao Liying walked toward him, he spontaneously adjusted the strap of his robe that had gotten caught. The simple gesture brought a small smile to Liying's face. There were no words, but everything felt so natural. It was small moments like these that led many to believe their relationship had gone beyond mere coworkers. However, behind all that warmth, there were also significant challenges. Zhao Liying is a fiercely private person. She rarely shares her personal life, especially since her previous divorce. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo, despite his youth, is known for being cautious and never publicly sharing matters of the heart. The two of them were like two equally private worlds, but precisely because of that, when they met, there was something complementary. No words were needed. In that gaze, there seemed to be an inexplicable understanding. Whether it was respect, admiration, or something more, when filming wrapped, the two were rarely seen together again. There were no dinner photos, no togetherness offset. Everything seemed professional, as if their relationship had ended on screen. But, as the old saying goes, true love doesn't always need to be announced. Sometimes, it just needs space to grow in silence. A few months after the drama ended, Zhao Liying posted a photo on her Weibo account. A gentle smile, against the afternoon sun. On her hand, a simple black bracelet was visible. There was no lengthy caption, just a small heart emoji. But for Legend of Fei fans, the image was more than just a photo, it was a symbol. And from there, a new wave of rumors began. Fans began searching for a connection between the photo and Wang Yibo's life. Eventually, they discovered something unexpected, the same bracelet Yibo had worn at a promotional event for the film The Wind Chaser a year earlier. From then on, the rumors, which had calmed down, flared up again. Was the bracelet just a coincidence? Or a small memento of someone special? No one knows for sure. But from Legend of Fei, we know one thing, their chemistry wasn't just a coincidence. It was something that grew slowly, amidst hard work, respect, and perhaps unspoken feelings. They started out as colleagues. But the world saw them as two hearts who found each other, even if only through the lens of a camera. However, when the screen goes dark and the camera stops rolling, their story has just begun. After the drama Legend of Fei ended, the world seemed to calm down. Fans returned to their respective lives, while Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo focused on their careers. But just as the waves seemed calm on the surface, something was slowly stirring beneath, something ready to shatter the silence. Months passed. Years went by. However, at the start of the new year, one small post on Weibo changed everything. Zhao Liying, who rarely used social media, suddenly posted a simple photo. She was sitting on a balcony, wearing a gray t-shirt in the warm afternoon light. No excessive makeup, no glamorous poses. Just a calm smile and a relaxed atmosphere, something she rarely shared. On the surface, the photo seemed ordinary. But to her loyal fans, something caught their attention, a black bracelet wrapped around her wrist. I'd never seen her wear it before. Within hours, the comments section turned into a forum for inquiry. Fans began to scrutinize every tiny detail, from the shape of the knot, the material of the strap, to the tiny metal tip on the side of the bracelet. Some even zoomed in on the photo down to the very last pixel. He posted 2 side-by-side photos. On the left, the bracelet Zhao Liying wore in her most recent photo. On the right, the bracelet Wang Yibo wore at a promotional event for the Wind Chaser a year earlier. The result? Identical. Same color. Same knot shape. Same metal tip. Even the details of the strap texture were barely different. Within hours, the post went viral. Fans began speculating that the bracelet wasn't just an ordinary accessory but a symbol of a hidden relationship between Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo. But of course, not everyone was convinced. Some more skeptical netizens accused the fans of overthinking it. It was a common bracelet. Anyone could have one, read one comment. Don't be too quick to guess. However, the more people tried to deny it, the more the public's curiosity grew. The simple bracelet became the subject of a national investigation. Meanwhile, neither Zhao Liying nor Wang Yibo responded. No clarification, no denial. Just silence that only fueled the rumors. In the entertainment world, silence can mean 2 things. Either they don't want to stir things up, or they simply have nothing to deny. And the public, as usual, chose the most romantic version. Fans began to recall how their past interactions seemed too tender, too sincere. They began to connect old moments with the bracelet. Remember when Yibo gave Zhao Liying a blanket on set? Or when he held an umbrella behind her in the rain? Every little detail now took on new meaning. It was as if the bracelet were an invisible symbol of a long-kept secret relationship. As time went on, this rumor was no longer just a trivial topic. It became a major topic in the entertainment community. Even the media began comparing this relationship is similar to other celebrity couples who once kept their romances under wraps. But what makes it different is that there's no direct evidence to suggest they're actually together. It's just a bracelet, a small, simple, yet meaningful item. In one interview, when a reporter cautiously mentioned the black bracelet, Zhao Liying simply smiled. She looked at the camera and softly replied, "I like simple things." The quote immediately went viral. Fans felt it was a veiled response. Wang Yibo was also seen wearing the same bracelet at another event after the rumors surfaced. Instead of shying away, he appeared calm and even wore it in public as if nothing had happened. And this calm demeanor made netizens even more convinced that the two were indeed connected. In a world where everything can be controlled, sometimes small signs like this feel more honest. No confessions, no statements needed. Just a subtle gesture that speaks through silence. From one bracelet, the rumor snowballed into a massive wave. Forums were full of theories. Fans compared the timing of their posts, their clothing styles, and even the emojis they use on social media. They all seem to form a pattern that, for some, feels like a secret map to a hidden love. But who can truly know the truth? Is the bracelet truly a symbol of their relationship? Or is it just a coincidence too sweet to ignore? In the entertainment world, where every glance can have multiple meanings, sometimes coincidences can become legends. And that legend continues. Not long after the bracelet captured the public's attention, something even more suspicious happened. Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo were found sharing the same IP address on New Year's Eve. A single bracelet can be a coincidence, but when they're even in the same location, can it still be called a coincidence? In the celebrity world, signs of love don't always come in the form of words. Sometimes, it's hidden behind small details, a bracelet, a thin ring, or even a smile that appears at the same time. And for Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo, the black bracelet held the key to the mystery. At first glance, the bracelet looked simple. It was made of black leather with a delicate knot in the center. However, to the discerning eye, that simplicity hid something. The same leather strap, the same size, even the small metal at the end of the strap were all identical. Fans began comparing photos from various angles, tracing every appearance of the bracelet at various events and posts. As a result, the more they searched, the more obvious the similarities became. This meant that if the two had the same bracelet, it was highly likely they had gotten it personally, not through a stylist or an advertising collaboration. If it was a couple's bracelet, it meant they had chosen it intentionally. And the fact that it wasn't from a popular brand made it feel even more personal. For fans, the bracelet isn't just an accessory. It's a love symbol, a subtle way for two people to remember each other without having to speak publicly. Imagine them choosing the bracelet together, perhaps during a break from filming Legend of Fei. But he didn't try to hide it. It meant something. The Chinese entertainment world, which is highly sensitive to gossip, only amplified its effect. Online media outlets began writing articles titled "The Secret Symbol of Fei was Love," while netizens flooded the comments section with lengthy theories. However, behind the excitement, there was one thing that made this rumor feel different. Neither party directly denied it. Usually, when gossip starts to heat up, agencies quickly issue clarification statements. But this time, there was total silence. There's no such thing as us being colleagues. There's no such thing as please don't misunderstand. It's just the silence that makes it all feel more real. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But the bracelet kept appearing in their latest photos. Some fans even created bracelet sighting timelines, chronologically listing when and where each was seen wearing it. And the result was interesting. Every time Wang Yibo wore the bracelet in public, Zhao Liying soon appeared with the same bracelet. Coincidence? Or a pattern? Netizens began to speculate that the bracelet might have been given as a small promise. Unofficial, unannounced, but enough to let each other know. As if to say, I'm here, I'm still keeping that promise. In Chinese culture, bracelets are also often considered a symbol of good luck and protection. Giving a bracelet means offering a prayer for the recipient's safety, happiness, and connection, even when they're far apart. If Zhao Liying and WangYibo truly gave each other bracelets, then it's more than just jewelry. It's a prayer and a memory, and for two people who once worked together amidst busy schedules and the glare of cameras, perhaps the only way they could keep something private was through such a small object. The bracelet may have never been officially acknowledged. But in silence, it spoke volumes. It served as a reminder that love doesn't always require words, just a symbol that only two hearts can understand. But the story doesn't end there. Because after the bracelet became a national topic, new, even more surprising evidence emerged, a similarity in location that defies easy explanation. The camera zooms in slowly, then fades out to black. Two bracelets could be the same. But two hearts in the same place, at the same time, is it coincidence or destiny? New Year's Eve in China is the warmest time of the year. A night where families gather, laughter fills homes, and the entire city glows with the red glow of lanterns. But beneath that joyous atmosphere lies something equally intriguing. A coincidence, perhaps not so, kept Zhao Liying and WangYibo's fans awake all night. On New Year's Eve, Zhao Liying posted a simple photo on her Weibo account. She sat at the dining table, wearing a light gray sweater. Her face looked soft in the lamplight, and in her hand was a cup of warm tea. The caption was simply, "New Year, new atmosphere. May everyone be happy." Nothing seemed suspicious until someone noticed a small detail at the bottom of the post. Just below the caption, posted on an iPhone, was a small IP address in Jiangsu. Meanwhile, just minutes later, on a different account, Wang Yibo also made a short post to celebrate the new year. He posted a picture of a night sky dotted with fireworks, no face, and no lengthy caption. Just one sentence, "New Year, may everything go well." But once again, what was interesting wasn't the content of the message, but the IP address listed under Jiangsu. Within minutes, fans began connecting the dots. Two posts from two different accounts. Two big-name celebrities, almost at the same time. And most suspiciously, the IP address was identical. Wait, so they were in the same place? Zhao Liying is in Jiangsu. Wang Yibo is also in Jiangsu. Is this a coincidence? Some compared the posting times, others examined the sky and the fireworks photo, and even calculated the light patterns in the background. Some found that Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo's posts were only 6 minutes apart. And that night, there was only one place in Jiangsu displaying fireworks with the pattern in Wang Yibo's photo, a private lakeside resort near Suzhou. And from there, theories began to form. Were Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo celebrating New Year's together secretly, away from the public eye? There were no photos of the two of them. There were no eyewitnesses. But for fans, the similarity in location and timing was enough evidence. Some fans even discovered that the previous day, Zhao Liying's stylist team had posted a short story showing a large suitcase at a hotel in Jiangsu. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo's stylist also shared a similar story with an identical carpet as the background. Two different stories, but with the same carpet and hotel wallpaper. One location, two posts, two stylists. Is it all just a coincidence? Entertainment media outlets began writing cautious articles. Was this just a rumor? Or was there something more than friendship? Some fans were even more convinced. They were clearly together. They just didn't want the public to know. On the other hand, there were reasons why they might want to keep their distance from the public. Zhao Liying, after her divorce a few years ago, promised to be more discreet about her private life. She once said, "I want the world to see my work, not my love life." And Wang Yibo, known for being very private, also had a similar principle. Privacy is a celebrity's last bastion. So if the two were truly in a relationship, it would be logical for them to choose to remain silent. But it's precisely that silence that makes the mystery stronger. Because when two people try so carefully to hide something, the world only becomes more curious. Both were very cautious, but they forgot that love can't be hidden from the energy they radiate. On that New Year's Eve, perhaps they simply enjoyed warm tea while watching fireworks. Perhaps they sat side by side in silence, chuckling, enjoying the passing of the year. There were no witnesses, no cameras. But somehow, thousands of people online felt the same energy. And perhaps, for two hearts connected, that was enough. They didn't need the world to know. Because all they wanted was to be together, even if in silence. Jiangsu, New Year's Eve, 2 stars under the same sky. 2 identical locations. 2 hearts that perhaps beat at the same time. Was this mere coincidence, or was it love that chose to remain invisible? In the Chinese entertainment world, a single rumor can shake millions of hearts. And when the names Zhao Liying and WangYibo were mentioned in the same sentence, the world seemed to stop for a moment. After evidence emerged of identical couple bracelets and IP locations, the internet exploded. Thousands of comments flooded Weibo, Douyin, and international forums. Everyone wanted to know if this was real love or just a game of algorithms. On the one hand, romantic fans began to adore this story. They called it the Legend of Fei, a love story that transcends the screen. If they're really together, I'm happy. They deserve a peaceful love. But on the other hand, skeptics also emerged. They accused fans of over-imagining, creating narratives without any real evidence. The media also got involved. Several entertainment websites published provocative articles, asking, "Did Zhao Liying and WangYibo spend New Year's Eve together?" The headline immediately became a headline for days. Thousands of comments poured in, ranging from admiration to cynicism. However, not all good things last. As the rumors grew, some gossip accounts began exploiting the situation by creating fake content with doctored photos, fabricated chats, and even additional unsubstantiated evidence. This heated up the online atmosphere. But as is often the case, love rumors never truly die. They simply morph from gossip to legend, from legend to untouchable memory. A few months later, Zhao Liying appeared in an interview to promote her new project. When the interviewer asked about what it was like working with her charismatic young co-star, Zhao Liying smiled serenely. She replied softly, "Sometimes, someone comes into our lives to teach us something new. That alone is valuable enough." The answer was met with endless smiles and interpretations from the public. Speaking about Wang Yibo, in a separate interview, was asked about the definition of true love. He stared at the camera for a moment, then simply said, "True love doesn't need to be announced, it just needs to be felt." 2 different sentences. 2 interviews months apart. But when combined, they feel like 2 fragments from the same love letter. Maybe they don't want the world to know. Maybe the relationship is real, but only the 2 of them have the right to protect it. Because not all love needs to be broadcast. Some love is more beautiful when left silent, quiet, and understood only by 2 hearts that understand each other. Their love may be untouched by the public, but it lives on in every rumor, every glance, and every bracelet wrapped around their wrist. Because sometimes, what's left unspoken is the most meaningful. But what never goes away is curiosity. Zhao Liying, as usual, returned to her career. Time passes. The entertainment world continues to change stories, faces, and rumors. But the names of Zhao Liying and WangYibo still frequently surface, not because of new scandals, but because of lingering memories. Many say, Legend of Fei isn't just a drama. It's the beginning of something inexplicable. And perhaps that's true. Because from there, 2 hearts met not to create a sensation, but to leave an indelible mark on Chinese entertainment history. After the romance rumors subsided, with each new project, Zhao Liying and WangYibo were always compared about who was their co-star, who smiled more sincerely, and who still harbored the shadows of the past. They had moved on with their respective lives. But some quietly commented. But look at their eyes, it's as if there's still someone there. Perhaps it's true, not all meetings are destined to last. But some encounters are meant to leave lasting marks, even after time has faded. When Zhao Liying acted, many viewers said her aura of elegance matured. But some longtime fans still see something similar from the tender gaze she once directed at her co-star, Wang Yibo. And every time Wang Yibo appears on screen, his firm gaze, his small smile, still reminds people of that irreplaceable chemistry. Time may separate, but memories never truly fade. Every time background music similar to their drama soundtrack plays, thousands of comments appear. I miss Fei Bo. They may not be together, but the love is real in their eyes. Fans who used to be busy arguing are now calmer. They no longer seek evidence or dig into details, but have learned to accept that some love stories can only be remembered, not owned. Time brings them together, and time also separates them. But if fate wills it, perhaps their two hearts will meet again. Not as actor and actress, but as two people who once understood each other silently. In an interview, a director who once worked with them said, their chemistry wasn't fake. There was something between them that even the camera couldn't hide. That line later became a legendary quote among fans. Because indeed, no matter how time passes, sincere feelings can never be erased. Zhao Liying now walks her own path, becoming a symbol of strong and independent women in the Chinese entertainment world. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo has gone further, becoming a young icon with an impressive multifaceted career. Two different worlds. Two separate paths. But amidst all these achievements, their memories still live on in the hearts of the public, and perhaps even in their own. Love doesn't always have to have a happy ending in front of the camera. Sometimes, love lives in just a brief glance, in a black bracelet that's never taken off, in a coincidental IP location, and in a silence that's more honest than 1,000 words. The world may never know the truth. But perhaps, it's not meant to be known. Because some love stories aren't written for the world, but only for two hearts remembering each other in silence. They never confess. But every memory speaks truthfully. In every wrapped bracelet. In every glance captured by the camera. And in every small, inexplicable smile, lies a story that never truly ends. The rumors about them have long since died down. The world has moved on to other stories. But for some, the memory of them remains like a small candle burning in the corner of their hearts. Unbright, but never extinguished. Zhao Liying now stands as one of China's most influential actresses. She walks elegantly, firmly, and unwaveringly. Wang Yibo, on the other hand, continues to walk calmly. His career has soared across the globe, from music to film to racing. But beneath all that, there's a softer side that only occasionally emerges, like a small light behind the fog. Perhaps they weren't meant to be together in front of the world. But perhaps, fate simply asked them to be present at one time. So the world knows that true love doesn't always end with being together. In their silence, we learn the meaning of maturity. That love isn't always about possessing. And sometimes, keeping someone's name clean amidst a storm of rumors is the most sincere form of love one can give. The world may only see black bracelets, the same IP address, and unexplained smiles. But for those who understand, it's no coincidence, but rather a subtle signal from two hearts that know each other, but choose to remain silent so as not to hurt each other. Every love has its own language. Some are loud, full of confession. Others are quiet, yet profound. And perhaps, Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo's love is unspoken, but felt by the millions of hearts watching them. If they truly loved each other, Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo teach us something. That true love isn't about eternal togetherness, but about a feeling that remains tender. Even after the world tries to erase it. They may no longer be together, but traces of their love will always remain. Between screens, across time. Between hearts that still believe. And for us, the viewers, their story isn't just gossip, but a reminder that sometimes, the most beautiful love is the one that's never expressed. You've just witnessed a story full of mystery and silence between two superstars, Zhao Liying and Wang Yibo. In a world of glitz and glamour, their love may be hidden, but in the hearts of their fans, it's eternal. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so you don't miss other exciting stories from the world of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next story where love, mystery, and reality come together in one story. Because not all love needs to be announced. Some are simply felt. China Idol Spotlight.